Wendy, and this is the video for week 4 of the 2026 summer sew along. And this is the video where I'm going to show you how to put all the blocks together to make your quilt top. So if this is the first video you're checking out in this series, just make sure that you go back and watch weeks 1, 2, and 3. I do have all the information available at the website delafieldquiltco.com under quilt alongs, and then 2026 summer quilt along. So here's a quick recap of all the blocks we've made so far. So the first week we had the blue star. The second week we had the white star with those red and white stripes in the corners. And the third week we had the border block. And those were actually the 3 blocks that we made for this entire quilt. So now I'd like to show you how to put that quilt top together. Okay, I've got all of my blocks done here, which is 4 of, this was block 2, and 5 of the block 1. And I've got 12 of my border blocks. And then you need 4 3.5-inch squares. And then for the outer border, you're going to need 6 2.5-inch width of fabric strips. All right, to start, I'm going to actually just put out my first row here. And for the first row, I've got a blue block number 1, a block number 2, and then a block number 1 again. And I'm going to start with the corner one here. I'm just going to put these out of the way so you can see them on the camera. And I'm going to actually sew my border blocks to the block that they need to be next to first. You could sew all the borders in rows. You need one for each of the sides. Or you could sew it just to the blocks that they're going to be next to. I'm going to try that because I think it's going to be a little bit easier. So for the corner blocks, we need 2 of our border blocks. And then you're going to need 1 of your 3.5-inch squares. And basically, I'm going to sew this piece to this one first. I'm going to sew the square to this border block, and then I'm going to sew that to this section here. So it can be really tricky lining up these seams. So I wanted to just show you a little bit of what I'm doing to help line these up, and I'm just using a lot of pins. Basically, I'm folding this back, lining up this stripe here, and then I'm going to put a pin right in that point where this first top one hits that 1/4 inch mark, and right where that lines up underneath. And I'm just going to make sure I do that at each of those intersecting lines just to help keep these nice and clean. I've struggled a little bit myself on getting these to line up, and I'm thinking that this might be the way that just makes it a little bit easier to get those aligned. And here's what that looks like when that's sewn together. Yeah, I think having those pinned at each of the intersections made it a lot easier and a lot cleaner. Okay, when you get ready to sew the blocks next to each other for the row, it's a little bit easier to line up those stripes because they're all going the same direction. I like to just kind of feel where that stitching line is and line it up with the seam that's on the one on the bottom piece. And again, I'm going to pin this in place. Usually I don't use pins, but I want to get really nice sharp lines here, straight lines. You probably notice I am keeping the paper on until I'm done with the entire quilt top. Okay, now I'm just going to sew on that 1/4 inch line right here. Okay, I've got that first row all done. Oh, that's looking great. I can't wait to finish this one. All right, I'm going to move on to the middle row, which is only going to have a border on the side blocks. And then I'm going to do the bottom, which will be just like this first one. Okay, I'm almost done with this quilt. I got all of my blocks sewn together and these border blocks. And now I just need to add the border. So right now with the blocks and the border blocks, this quilt should be measuring about 51 inches. So I need to make sure that I have enough in my 2.5 inch strip to make it down the side. So I'm just gonna add some smaller pieces. So I'm probably gonna add about 10 inches to each strip and then sew them on and then trim them so they're nice and square with the edges. And then I'm gonna do the same thing but a little bit longer for the top and bottom ones. And here is the finished quilt top. I think it turned out pretty good. I still got the paper on there and I'm gonna tear that all off. And actually I'm gonna come back, I think, with a little bonus video on either July 3rd or July 4th, just to show you how I quilted it and what I did for a binding. Right now though, I think it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get all that paper torn off. And I wanna get this video out in time so that you can finish your red, white, and blue quilt or whatever fabric choice you're using. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have been enjoying this quilt along. And I should see you in a few days to show you how it looked all finished. Have a great one. Thank you. Bye.